Stop operating out of fear. I have these two clients as prime examples as to operating out of fear. This one client has this fear of gaining muscle, of looking a certain way. I don't want to look that way. I don't want to look like that. That's the most thing I hear from them. And then when I ask, okay, show me what you want to look like. They show me this supermodel on this runway, which is like 6'4". And it's suffice to say that my client is not 6'4". And this fear of gaining muscle causes her to spin her wheels. And because of that, she hasn't gained muscle. And because of that, she's been in a calorie deficit. She's also gained a little bit, or she's lost a little bit of muscle. And as soon as things got a little bit tough and she was stressed, she started eating more. And her body kept losing muscle and kept gaining fat because she was overeating. She was no longer doing the muscles that she was afraid to gain. And what ended up happening? Back to square one. We've gotten to a point where now we have to actually increase the calories to help her gain muscle again, do some strength training, and then later we could cut, which is the hardest thing for her to get around right now. And it's the whole reason we got here when we spun our wheels is, yes, partly because life changed, but more so because there was a fear of gaining muscle. And if she got over this fear at the beginning, she would have seen the results she wanted to see, and then we could change. And the truth of the matter is, if at some point we gained too much muscle, it was very easy to lose. So stop operating out of fear. And I'm looking at this other client. We kept lifting more and more weight every week. We would increase. And this client was always afraid of adding more weight because she thought she was going to get bulky. She thought she was going to look a certain way or get injured perhaps. Why do I have to lift all this weight? And the funny thing is that she kept losing weight. She lost body fat. Yes, we cleaned up her diet a little bit, but we kept challenging herself. And I didn't see her that often, but we managed to lose weight. And she ended up actually stopping her training. And I asked myself, like, what did we do wrong here? Like, we got to the results we wanted to, but she maintained this fear of weights. And she felt like doing the weights was at some point gonna like cause all this issue, when the results actually were showing otherwise. In both cases, it's operating out of fear that's the problem. So I'm asking yourself, stop operating out of fear. You're robbing yourself. What are you robbing yourself from? Ask yourself that. This fear that you might have right now, what are you robbing yourself of? Because in the end of the day, isn't any result reversible? If you gain too much weight, fat, or muscle, can you not just go back in the opposite direction? If you lose too much weight or too much muscle, can you not go back in the opposite direction? Are you stuck at a certain point? So, if you're fearing judgment, if you're fearing injury, if you're fearing that you're not having control, all of these put a foot on the brake at the same time as you're accelerating, trying to get to your goal. So you're going to spin out. So, let go of your fear. Let go of the brake and allow yourself to see the results you want to see. In the end of the day, if we travel too far in the direction that you're currently going, you can always go back. So what's the purpose of operating out of fear? Aside from robbing yourself of something, of results, of effort, of whatever it might be.